Hello, my name is Omar Rampersad. It's Sunday, July 15, 2018 at 12:46 p.m. in Toronto. So I tweeted a bunch of tweets today, and those are all mine. It's a continuation of the case I have against, the people who are taking part in targeting me. So yesterday I made a case against the Toronto police for profiling me and targeting me. And there's been several incidents that came about as a direct result of my name being placed on a list and being flagged in the system, and then from that point on being targeted. As I said, there was absolutely nothing criminal in my background. I came to Canada when I was about 16 and a half years old, and I spent my entire life going to school, finding work, and building myself a career. And away from my family, most of that time was spent away from my family. And there was absolutely nothing criminal in my background. No drugs. I can't take drugs for a number of reasons. And I just wasn't brought up that way. I was kept away from these drug scenes and so on in Trinidad when I was growing up. Very protected. But my name was on a list, so to be trafficked, basically. They were put there. The information that's been given to the cops to have a criminal file on me is being put there by pimps, basically, criminals who want to take advantage of me. So the cops who are working with these criminals and pimps are also wanting to take advantage of me. So they're colluding to do this, which is why the neighbors who are colluding to do this, are taking part in the targeting, are taking advantage of the situation to get my name on the list, to flag me, get the name on the list, to monitor me as they're doing inside of my home right now. And the tweets I tweeted today is constant torture because I am suspecting that a number of gangs are taking part involved, 6, 7 gangs, racially based. So they have representatives in the building, subcontractors, and these people are all logged into the system, satellite based, local based, it could be both. And they will hit you with lasers inside of your home. And this is exactly what's going on right now. So those tweets that I tweeted on my account, this is a documentation of torture that's being carried out indirectly by the Toronto police because my name is on the list. The fake criminalization is a direct result of people signing affidavits lying for jury, saying that they saw me do things, they stealing, stalking, showing my body parts to people, sexualizing me in order to sell. I'm a prostitute. They think I'm a prostitute. I solicit in the workplace. I stalk people in the workplace. I show myself in the bathroom. I masturbate in public, and all this crap, which none of it falls in my personality profile. Number one, of course, it's not true. None of it is true. This is all part of the targeting program. My name is on the list to be destroyed, to be disposed of. Therefore, these actions are being done. The criminals are telling lies and claiming that I did things that I didn't do to make that happen, to dispose of me, to have me criminalized artificially, to have me mentally committed without any mental illness, put me in prison or kill me, basically, out and out, kill me with the remote technologies being used by the criminals. So um, there is another point that I wanted to make, and this is the entire picture, like the entire program itself, just reeks of criminality. The target, me, is the person who is not involved in the criminal activity at all. So the targeting program um, is involving a lot of criminal activity that surrounds the victims, me, as an example, and others as well. So the idea is to suck the victim into doing criminal acts. So, this is me in the center, the target, and around me are all these claims of criminal activity. As an example, Muslim men will join me. Muslim men that I have absolutely nothing in common with, especially Sharia ones, they will join me and then try to come around me, make contact with me, then claim, because they're expected to do this, claim that I solicited them, I stalked them, I'm trying to make contact with them. They put it in reverse, in other words. So this criminal activity is going on around me. They're breaking the law, lots of laws by doing this, with the police's knowledge, and the police will not act against them because they're presenting themselves as informants to the police. And since the police is targeting me because my name is on the list and I'm a whistleblower, I'm talking, the police wants to get rid of me, basically. The dirty ones, especially, who are taking part in the trafficking. So the idea is to try to suck me into committing a crime or being set up and framed to make it look like I committed a crime. It really doesn't matter whether it's true or not, as long as I'm being criminalized. This is what the first charge was all about, which was dismissed. And that charge, by the way, would never have happened if the two people did not have their faces covered. Had their faces been uncovered, uh, this scenario, the charge would never have gone through because I would have been able to clearly identify them and give proof by videos. The videos that was in the stores would have shown their faces. So even if the videos were pulled for the cops, they could not have been identified. If they were identified, and I still can't identify them, by the way, if they could have been identified and their names were, and the names that they called were related, the names that they called while they were harassing me were related to people like Khalid and Sirmad directly, and they are, I suspect, then it is a direct result of my being monitored, quote unquote, and the monitoring being subcontracted by Khalid and Sirmad, the two names that these women called. But because their faces were covered, they felt free to harass me and walk away. That charge would not have gone through if their faces were open, because that scenario would not have been played out that way. But anyways, I'm not going to go into details in that case. So, as I said before, a lot of criminal activity is surrounding me. So eventually, like the charge that went through, I will be artificially criminalized to the point where there's no return. This is the whole goal, to put me behind bars. One of the goals, one way to get rid of me, basically. So this is why I'm speaking out. Anybody who's saying I'm committing criminal acts are lying, because I know what's going on. I know the goals that's set out by the people who are targeting me. I know what they're trying to do. It's not going to get done. I will not be committing any crimes anytime soon as a result of being blackmailed, intimidated, put in a place of fear, or made me angry to the point where I do something that I regret. This is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. I will, however, defend myself verbally when somebody comes up and harass me mercilessly. I will defend myself. That is self-defense. This is not agitating, co-agitating. This is not harassment. This is self-defense. When somebody verbally harasses you, this is verbal violence. It's a psychological crime. I have a right to defend myself against it. So if any neighbors in this building or any residents or anyone in this building is calling the cops right now and saying, I'm suicidal, I'm depressed, I'm shouting at them, I don't shout at anybody, anyone at all. Whatever I say inside of my home. I have absolutely no direct contact with the residents in the building other than in the elevator saying hi, hello, if they say it to me. I have no relationship with anyone in the building. There's no one in a position to say that I'm depressed, because I don't have any conversations with them, because I know they're targeting me, so I will not. They're not in a position to say I'm depressed, suicidal, or anything psychologically. Any psychological evaluations, personal ones, subjective ones. They're not in a position to do that because I don't have any contact with them. Now, if they're doing it on purely on observation, then they're spying on me, they're targeting me, they're lying about me. And the cops should not take these things seriously. They should not be acting on it because I'm here on camera looking healthy, looking clean, I could definitely take care of myself, and all the things that's being reported about me are being made to happen because of the targeting program. The financial difficulties, the difficulty finding job, losing them are all a direct result of being harassed and being targeted. It has absolutely no bearing. It does not. It's not evidence of emotional instability or illness, mental illness. These things are made happen situations. They're made to happen, and I'm aware of it. I'm aware that these are artificial blocks being put in my way. So there is no way that it's going to be a reflection of mental illness. A reaction to stress is not a mental illness. A reaction to being harassed is not a mental illness. It's a natural human reaction. So again, I'm doing this to show that anybody who's calling the cops saying there's an emergency here, they're lying. They're targeting me. The cops should not act on it. Talk to you another time.